Well, the magic about ready to unfold here this afternoon under beautiful sunny skies at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Two young drivers with a lot of talent on the front row and the pole sitter. Luke Baldwin, a third-generation racer on the outside line, fires first, and we are underway here in North Carolina with the Whelen Modified Tour.
No question about it. Luke Baldwin quickly makes his magic to the outside. Then all of a sudden, right behind him, quickly moving in to take over that runner-up position. There's a good battle going on. Matt Hirschman wasting no time from the fourth position, Joe. Meanwhile, Austin Beers is on a roll back in position number 4, trying early to get to the
a little bit deeper in the pack. We'll get another look at it here on the replay. You see it was Sapienza that came down across the racetrack and into the Eric Goodale right rear. John Michael Chenette got a little bit of that as well, but it seemed like Sapienza might have been a little crossed up in the middle of the corner, and Eric Goodale had nowhere to go, and it caught that right rear. Tyler Berry car down low. Watch the 05.
Watch the 4 of Newman. There's the contact there. You're right, the Hodgson machine and Emmerling. Ryan Newman backed out of it. He was smart. The other cars involved came in kind of after the fact in this one. As we're looking at it is Gary McDonald's machine. Correction, no, that's the, looks like we've got the 59 car now as work still continues there.
Let's see what happens on the outside lane. There you see it. The contact was made as Matt Hirschman just got out of shape, came across the nose of Jake Lutz, and then everybody's sliding on through, trying to avoid the inside lane. Watch the other cars that are involved here. Well after the fact, everybody started checking up. There you see the contact between Trevor Catalano and Austin Beers, who was on pit lane.
So then it was nothing but a chain reaction that brought out the caution once again.
Battle for the lead. Here comes Tyler Rypkema in the 3 car, digging down to the inside lane of the racetrack, trying to take over the top spot from Luke Baldwin.
There's no question, side by side, and Tyler Rypkema makes it look so easy. Car number 3 advances to the front, trying to make the crossover as Baldwin. It doesn't happen now.
Corey LaJoie on the inside lane. The race leader will fire first, but he'll have to battle with the outside lane, number 21, Steven Kopchik, one of the best mechanics in the series, is also back behind the wheels. One of the best drivers now settles into second.
Trying to make it happen on the outside of Catalano. Can't get it done. Catalano is loose. Backhand snaps around, and Ryan Newman is also involved in this situation with 4 or 5, make it 7, 8 cars involved.
It has been tricky on the entrance of the corner. This track is greasy today. It was the first car that went around was a 56 of Trevor Catalano. Sliding in after the fact was Kyle Bonsignor, a wrinkled V4 for Ryan Newman. Let's take a look again and see what happened down into turn 1. Inside lane, it just snapped around for Trevor Catalano, and everybody in the accordion trying to find a way through. And they all collected, including Kyle Ebersol was involved with that. Ryan Newman, we get another look at it.
Another look at it as it comes into the turn. Everything is okay. Then all of a sudden, Catalano gets crossed up. 27 comes in. Upper lane, everybody tried to avoid. Joey Coulter up there as well. Joey Cipriano is one of the cars that was involved at the same time. Another different look at it. There's the back end of the Catalano car coming around. Meanwhile, track is blocked in the upper groove, and what you're seeing is the situation. And down on pit road now, it appears that Ryan Newman is there with the Tim Conley operation.
Corey LaJoie on the inside lane. Steven Kopchik, another shot at the front row. Will start to the outside lane, and that car out there, they get sideways, and Bonsignor goes spinning. One car is airborne, and the leader, Corey LaJoie, spun out of the front row, and it's a parking lot on the front straightaway.
It certainly is. Among the many cars involved, Matt Hirschman's car is involved. The 51 machine, also a part of that.
Here's the replay. You see the 51 right behind LaJoie, but LaJoie's car seemed to step out sideways as soon as he went to the accelerator.
Sure did. That appears exactly what happened. Bonsignor tried to correct. They were all jammed up at that point. Here's another look at it. 77 spins to the inside. Bonsignor up in the outer lane. And a few competitors were fortunate and were able to get on by. Different look at it. Bonsignor comes right across in front of the Hirschman machine. Kopsik couldn't keep the car down. That gave the opportunity. Now look at Luke Baldwin.
Hard
in at a ton,
hit to the outside wall. Rypkema into the outside wall, straight in the middle of turns 1 and 2. That'll bring us under the caution for the eighth time today. There you see Tyler Rypkema moving inside that race car as he's about ready to climb out, and that is a welcome sign. That is a very, very hard shot that he took into the outside wall.
It certainly is, and it's good to see. He appears to be, of course, a little bit sore after a hit of that nature and that type. We're going to take a look at it. Here's the situation down the front straightaway, down turn 1. Looks like there might have been some contact, but the end results was the 3 car hitting at a ton, front first, then snapping back around. Ryan Newman just trying to get down out of harm's way. There it is again, Joe.
Yeah, contact from the 21 of Stephen Kopchik that got into the corner.
And literally, you can see a little bit of leapfrog there of the wrong type taking place. Comes back across, there's that big jump. Marshall's car really stood on its nose. Kenny Berry, of course, his son's car. Tyler Berry, no place to go. But here comes Lutz.
Open wheel modified action. Here comes Craig Lutz. Diving down to the inside, slides up, Nerf bar off turn 4, and Craig Lutz back to the race lead. 2 circuits remain, the 5/8 mile course. The battle for third is intense. Justin Bonsignor trying to hold off Jacob Lutz, but out front with a healthy advantage now. Craig Lutz hoping to see the white flag this time through as they work off turn 4.
The color white. No one is surrendering in the Lutz team. They're going for it. White flag has been out. Craig Lutz in the final time. We're riding with him to victory lane.
Off turn 2, clear sailing ahead for Craig Lutz. He'll guide the car into turns 3 and 4. Looking for the checkered flag for the first time in 3 seasons and the 5th time in his career. Craig Lutz has won at North Wilkesboro Speedway.
No question, Lutz has become a deserving winner at North Wilkesboro. The Riverhead Building Supply machine is the big dog today, and what a great run by Luke Baldwin.